Hey, here is the first short video of Fake No More. So, Fake No More Radical, it's all about radical authenticity to um, um, to stop wearing a mask, basically. I'm sorry, I need to get in the motion. And here we're tackling the fear of judgment that forces you to hide. So we're gonna see the mechanism, then a pattern, then we're gonna elaborate a bit on this, and then get a first hint. So the mechanism is in the fear of judgment that forces you to hide, is that you seek belonging, then you censor your true self to gain approval, but in the end you feel empty. So you seek belonging, then you censor your true self to belong and to gain approval, but it makes you feel empty in the end. So one of the pattern that you can see, like to see this mechanism in a more concrete manner, is that, for instance, you desire to connect, which leads to anticipate negative judgments. We have list of negative judgment, negative point that we shouldn't do. And then we apply a social mask. If I act like this, then they're not going to like it, so I must instead act like this, for instance, and then you receive, therefore, a superficial acceptance, but it makes you feel lonely and incongruent in the end still, because it's like the people are just validating the mask that you put on, not the true self, not the true you, not the real you. So you feel empty, you're scared of being cast out of the tribe, because it's a danger. If you are out of the community, if you're out of the tribe, you're gonna be caught. Like, you need the support of the community to have higher sense of survival, like instinctively. But then, to avoid that fictional fear of not belonging, to survive, then you are just compliant to the social norms that are asked from you, asked of you from the group. And in the end, you put a face on so that they accept you, but they are rewarding that face on, and the real you behind it is just still feeling lonely and disconnected. So this is how, when you fear to be judged, you start put a mask on, but in the end, it's not your authentic self. So if you want to go about that, one hint is to become aware of your inner filter. Spend a day, you just do what you do, but just be present, into um, be conscious that you are applying an inner filter, and you notice that when you are about to do something that's really you, but you censor yourself. You're like, oh, perhaps not like this. Like, like your instinctive motion is like to do one thing, and then you're like, oh, but if I do this, perhaps not, so better this. And this is the inner filter. This is what makes you wear a mask. So here is one root cause of you wear a mask. That's an important one, especially with social medias. So it's a 5 minute video, that one, but the other one I'm gonna make sure that we remain under 3 minutes, even if it's important, because it still needs to be quite sharp and quite snappy. So much love, have fun, and see you in the next one.